Okay, next we're going to get into organizations. It's the next tab going across the top on the right. Add new organization. These are the missionary organizations. Like if you are an Assembly of God Church, AGWM is your organization, or Assembly of God World Missions, or it can be any other organization that that your church supports missionaries from. So we'll just call this Missions Organization, Missions Org 1, and we're going to select the color for that flag, which if you remember when we looked at flags, at map options, you could select organization pin colors or region pin colors. This is the color for those flags right here. So we'll just select that one, confirm changes. We'll add a new one. Double click here. Delete that. Missions Org 2, whatever those organizations are. So then this one will do the color. We'll go over here and do like the opposite. Kind of darken that a little bit so it's kind of, there we go. Confirm changes. So when we go to adding missionaries, one of the drop downs is going to be which organization are they from. So let's look at local missionaries. We'll go add new missionary, and it'll create that database. Long and the short of it, it adds it to the database. Then you click on this missionary on this row, and that's what you're going to be filling in. So first name, obviously you would use a real first name. I'm going to use mine. Title, George to where? Kenya. Organization. We have our organizations. Missions Org 1, we'll do that. Geographical country, we're going to look for Kenya. Right there. It automatically populates the latitude and the longitude. Also up here at the top, if you have the approval date, if it's a missionary that has passed, then you can go ahead and put that in there. Some churches keep all of the missionaries they've ever supported, which is fine. So we added this field so you could do that. Do you want them to be in the slideshow on the screensaver? If you do not want that missionary to be on the slideshow and screensaver, just uncheck that box. By default, it's checked. Lock location. If you have several missionaries that are close in proximity on the map, you might want to lock their location so that you'll put exactly the latitude and longitude out to like 7 characters. You can literally get down to the exact location in the world where they are. This is just going to stick them in Kenya. So we'll lock that. Click confirm changes, and then sending church. My home church, whatever your church is, or if the sending church is another church, say Bible Baptist Church, CHURCH. Website URL, this is for that missionary's website. Okay, so here I'm just going to put in my website, emenresources.com, George at emenresources.com. Giving URL, if there's a giving URL, GiveSafe, secure.net. Social media, if they have a Facebook page, like let's do, we'll just put in facebook.com, Facebook, but you would put in the actual page, like let's say your church is Bible Baptist Church, facebook.com/Bible Baptist Church, or however you get to it on Facebook. Instagram, whatever the actual Instagram page is, or twitter.com, and you can put all of those in there, and these create QR codes: the website, the email, the giving URL, social media 1, 2, and 3, and then there's a custom URL title. Let's say your church is planning a missions trip, and you want to do a trip to Kenya to visit George. So you would go my home church website.com/Kenya trip, and that'll come up when you click on that, or when you point your phone at that will create that QR code, or when you point your phone at it, your phone will go to that QR code address. Miscellaneous, this is a miscellaneous field. You can put whatever you want to put in there. Some people like to label their QR codes. This is, use your phone. Like here we can put use your phone for the QR codes below. Okay, video tag. These are for the web videos. So if your missionary has like YouTube videos, they're not local, they're actually hosted on YouTube or Vimeo videos, you can post in here. You post in the link, the share link for that video, and then you want to delete. The tag is this information right here. That's the tag. So what we do is we delete the rest of that, and that way it doesn't bring up a browser or try to bring up a browser, which will be blocked. It actually builds a player, generate web video URL. So that actually secures it inside the software so that they can't click on other videos and things like that, which you'll see sometimes some videos where they have other promotions and things like that. Those are all blocked in this player. And then here's the bio info. If I could type, and you can make the bio literally as long as you want, and that'll show all of their bio information. We also have missionary images, which work just like the screensaver or the display systems, the same little upload. You can click add and do that, or you can click or you can drag and drop. Let's go. I probably should have had this open. We'll just grab this Desert Rocks picture. There's an image. And let's make sure we put them in the right place. See how that works. You can click on any of them. So we'll put that in missionary images, and we'll leave that at that. It works the same with missionary letters, missionary videos, missionary prayer cards. These videos here are local videos, so if you actually have that video local on your computer, then you would go ahead and enter it here. If it's a web video, then you just put the tag in here and press enter. And that's, we've tried to make it, there's a lot of information, but we've tried to make it as simple and user-friendly as we can. So let's go take a look at George in Kenya. Give that a second, and bam, there, George shows up to Kenya. So we click there, and this comes up, and here's the bio. It tells you the field, the organization, the sending church. Use your phone for the QR codes below, and you would point your phone at these. Trip to Kenya and things like that. The other information that we use that was up here on the right hand side on the admin is down below here. Images, and if there's more than one, of course you'll scroll across for those, and then the web video, and that will actually have generated that player, and it will play that video that you used. It'll play that video that you use. Now you can see, because YouTube is YouTube and they're all about advertising, all of these videos are here, but because we built the player, we don't have access to those videos. They're blocked. So it'll show them, but we can't click on any of it. We can't get rid of it. And unfortunately, that's just a YouTube. It's just a YouTube issue, and we can't even select what's there, which is kind of crazy to me. If you use Vimeo, you really don't have that issue. But the missionaries, hey, it's a video and it's talking about them, let's get it out there to their people. And once it's playing, those go away. So you can control the volume over here on the right, and that works with touch. So you can do that. And then when you click back, this is the field that I was telling you about. This is the region list. So this would be Africa, and it would show all of the missionaries in Africa. If we go into the admin, we don't like that to show up. We go back over here to map options, show regions list in advanced map. So we uncheck that. We click save, close, give that a second to update. Then we click on George to Kenya. We're done looking at George to Kenya. We click back and it goes straight back to the map. So in the other map, in this flat map, if we click on Africa, of course the list is there. So it only affects it on the zoom map right here. And that's an option. Some churches like to have that so that, oh, I clicked on an African missionary. Well, maybe you're looking for certain missionaries, or maybe you're just looking for the ones with the yellow dots that have new content. And you just want to look because you check it out let's say you look at the board every month, or your people look at the board every month. I would definitely encourage your folks to look at it frequently. That pretty much covers the local missionaries. If you have any questions at all, please, you'll have our contact information. You can text the phone number that's on our website. If it's late at night and you're working, I understand that happens. So if it is late at night, send a text, please.